Well, soon, Brian, we learned last month that despite calls for his resignation, former Governor Engler has no plans to leave MSU. And because of that, I felt it was important to get his take on things, but also question why he won't step down.
One of the ways justice can occur is by removing Engler from his current position at MSU.
With all the calls still for your resignation, why stay here?
Well, somebody's got to be here. I think one of the trustees actually said that, and there's only a little bit of time left. We'll have a new president pretty soon, and that president's going to be, I think, grateful when they walk in and find a lot of this stuff has been fixed. And frankly, people say, oh, this is so hard. What was hard was becoming governor in 1991. That was hard. Before you were born, before lots of people on this campus were even born, and those were tough, challenging, difficult periods.
Maybe the task of leading Michigan State University in a post-Nassar environment isn't something interim President Engler would equate to running the state of Michigan.
Our incoming class,
but it's one that he believes he is equipped for. There have been steps forward under his watch, including the $500 million settlement with Nassar survivors.
We had to make it right there, so it was important for that 330 plus cases. It was also important to bring certainty to the campus of what's happening, and there was a great unrest, uncertainty. Is this ever going to get behind us?
Some of that unrest continues, though, most recently with the announcement of Robert Kent as the interim head of the office that handles sexual assault complaints. Previously, he served as assistant general counsel for MSU, meaning he helped defend the university against the Nassar lawsuits. Do you at all understand where the complaints are coming from, though, why people have those concerns that he's now heading up that office or acting as head of the office?
Well, they're not valid. I mean, no matter what we do, people complain. It's kind of interesting.
And so at the end of the day, you feel very confident that you're still the right person to lead the university?
Oh, I think there's, I'm not. The permanent president's the right person, and they'll be here soon.
Well, Emily and Sue, that distribution started at 7 o'clock this morning, just a few hours ago. This semi was completely full with cases of water. It has since been emptied out. So far, they estimate they've given out 10,000 cases of water. More are unloaded here. And as you can tell, this distribution is just getting started. People have been taken into custody here after sleeping in the park in a protest and advocating for more resources for people experiencing homelessness. You can see behind me people who have been taken into custody after warnings from police, really that started at 7 o'clock last night. They were told to leave. About 24 people did not leave, and so this morning, just before 7 o'clock, we saw Kalamazoo Public Safety along with the county come in here, clear out the park, and take people into custody.
Lindsay?
Casey, good morning. Through the Freedom of Information Act, we've received police interview videos from 2014 and 2016 showing Nassar defending himself to MSU investigators. In addition to justifying his actions by explaining they were medically necessary, he also acted dumbfounded and even blamed his accuser.
Very in tune to the person's body, okay? And that's what makes me the doctor that I am. Okay, and so that's why I'm like, how the heck did I miss any signals?
This interview MSU PD conducted back in 2014 shows now convicted felon Larry Nassar. He was being questioned about accusations he assaulted a patient. Throughout the interview, which lasted nearly 2.5 hours, he deflected by asking why she didn't stop him.
I don't get it. Why didn't she say something if she was feeling violated in any way, shape, and form? There was no communication.
Okay.
And that's why I'm like, what? Am I blind? Am I deaf? Didn't I hear or see anything?
Nassar also spent nearly 25 minutes showing the detective videos of himself working with athletes, justifying his actions as medical techniques.
I lecture on not only here at Michigan State to the fellows and residents and medical students, but to national organizations, international. And to be able to do this stuff for so long, if you don't have patient confidence and patient trust, you would have been having my in here how many times?
Right.
Okay, especially when I'm doing this on 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, okay, with their parents there. But I'm obviously doing a doggone good job explaining things, okay, because what?
Now, that's not all Nassar had to say. At one point in that interview, he got emotional and tried to explain that he was the victim in all of this. I'll have that in our next half hour of Daybreak. Plus, tonight at 5 and 6, you'll see the 2016 interview, which ultimately led to his arrest. Casey.